Hi everyone, welcome back to our little check-in series of January or whatever month it is that you are practicing with me in. This is week 3 of our little series, and this practice is going to be just a really simplified, condensed rocket practice for you. So a little bit of history on rocket. It's quite a long sequence that comes from the Ashtanga series. So if you don't have the full sort of 90 minutes to sometimes 2 hours to practice that, this might be a nice sort of bite-sized introduction or just a lovely little snippet that you can pop into your day whenever you need. And it introduces us to a lot of basics, a lot of quite simple postures actually, and also some fun transitions at times. So feel free to take it as you wish, explore as much as you want, or keep it as simple as you like. And I've got 2 blocks with me, so if you would like to have them nearby, but it's not a deal breaker. We're going to start at the top of our mats. So starting in our mountain pose Uttanasana, landing the feet wherever feels comfortable. Don't think about it too hard. Allow the arms to just drop by the sides of the body. Allow the shoulders to fall away from the ears. And starting to take a deep breath in through the nose. Notice as you gently grow taller through the back of the neck, lift through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, just dropping the weight into the heels, into the balls of the feet, the outer edges of the feet, making connection downwards with all 10 toes. Starting to notice the subtleties of where the body lands in space. Allow the palms to face forward or just towards the thighs, wherever feels comfortable. Maybe the eyes are closed already, and the tailbone just starts to lengthen underneath the rib cage. And we start to inhale, draw all of that energy up through the feet, through the fronts of the thighs, through the front body, lift through the heart, lift through the forehead, crown of the head. As you exhale, notice as you watch the breath travel from crown of the head, down the back of the head, through the mid-spine, past the glutes, down the backs of the thighs, and back down towards the heels. Breathing in through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. As you inhale, start to breathe the arms past the ears. Lift your prayer towards the sky, Urdhva Hastas, and we inhale, maybe blink the eyes open. Take it down to a forward fold as you exhale, releasing the hands down towards the floor. Halfway lift, the spine lengthens, we inhale. Take it back down and forward fold as you exhale. We're going to go for 1 more of those. Start to rise as you inhale, arms sweep high again, gaze lifts. Take it down, release arms forward fold, fingertips to earth, exhale. Halfway lift, lengthen all vertebrae of spine, breathe in. And forward fold, we exhale, breathe out. Let's place the hands towards the top of our mat. Simply step it back to a downward facing dog, left foot followed by right. Pressing into the base of the hands, maybe a bend into alternating knees as you start to find your way to this shape. Just notice how it feels to land all of the weight in the hands, all of the weight into the feet. And starting to find some stillness with your next exhale breath. Separating all 10 fingers, maybe lifting all 10 toes and placing them back down towards the mat beneath you. Take a full breath in as you lift your gaze past the knees, maybe towards the navel if that feels good, and think about lengthening tailbone towards the sky. As you inhale, adjust the feet to ripple forward to a high plank, inhale. As you exhale, drop the knees down towards the floor, lower the heart, bend the elbows back, hugging them towards the rib cage. Press into the hands as you inhale, roll the shoulders back and down the spine. Baby cobra, inhale. Take the knees wide, toes to touch, we exhale. Find your balasana, your child's pose. Returning here whenever you need in your practice today. Wave it forward to tabletop, we inhale. Tuck the toes, float the hips high, we exhale to Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in to pause. And a full breath out, exhale. Step the left foot into center, lift the right leg towards the sky, find a 3-leg dog. Find knee to nose as you move the weight into the hands, and exhale, drop the right foot in between the hands, drop towards your left knee. Find your Anjaneyasana, low lunge, inhale, arms go wide and back, breathe in. As you exhale, hands frame the right foot, Step the left foot towards the top of your mat and find halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Take a forward fold as you exhale. Take another halfway lift, inhale. This time step it back towards your high plank, whichever foot goes first, followed by the other. Shift the weight forward as you inhale, the shoulders move past the fingers. Bend the elbows back in Chaturanga, hovering at elbow height. Breathe in, Urdhva Mukha, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog takes us back as you exhale. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Right foot steps into center, left leg goes high, 3-leg dog. Knee to nose, exhale, land the left foot in between the hands, drop towards your right knee. Arms go wide and back as we inhale, find your Anjaneyasana and travel forward with the hands, exhale. Step it to the top of your mat, inhale, halfway lift. Take a forward fold to exhale, Uttanasana. This time, step the feet a bit closer together, bend the knees, Utkatasana chair pose. We inhale, arms go high, see thumbs. Take it down, forward fold, exhale. Take halfway lift as you inhale. From here, option to take the feet a little bit wider. Step it into your Malasana, dropping the sit bones to yogi squat. Or if you know that it's within your practice today, feel free to take this chance to take it into a Bakasana. Hands to earth, knees to triceps. Maybe play with shifting the weight forward. Maybe we catch. And maybe we start to draw the heels up towards the glutes. Breathing 2. Rounding through the shoulders, pressing down through the palms. Can you wrap the elbows towards one another, Bakasanas? On your next breath out, take it back, Chaturanga. Gorgeous. Upward facing dog, inhale. And downward facing dog, we exhale. Taking a full breath in and finding center as you exhale, breathe out. Let's lift right leg towards the sky, 3-leg dog. Knee to nose as you exhale, land it in between the hands. This time rise to your high lunge, circle the arms backwards and start to inhale as you draw the arms alongside the ears. Let's take Kali Mudra with the fingers. The first finger points and all the rest interlace. And start to inhale as you draw the arms towards the ears or maybe beyond. And exhale, start to melt into that left hip flexor. Breathing here for 2. Pausing with the breath for 1. Exhale. On your next inhale, start to prepare for warrior 2. Land the left sole of the foot. Bend into the right knee, release the arms out long. From here, let's change it up. Let's turn the palms so that they face upwards. Spread all 10 fingertips apart from one another. And I quite like thinking about sending the pinkies as far away from one another as possible here. So really notice how that allows us to open up through the arms. Start to engage into Hasta Bandha. Breathing here 2. Staying with the breath for 1. And exhale. Lengthen the right leg, reach the right arm forward, take an inhale breath. From here, options. You can either bring the peace fingers to bind around the right big toe. You can use your shin as a little prop if you like and start to lengthen the arms. Or you're going to walk that right hand into the center of the legs. Just play up the alignment a little bit. Let's get playful and rock it. And then maybe from here, you start to walk that left arm beyond the left ear. Take a big breath in as you start to spiral heart towards the sky. Maybe your drishti follows inside the left arm. Breathing for 2. Where can you deepen the breath if it's feeling a little stuck? Where is the breath pausing? Breathing for 1. And exhale. Beautiful, everyone. Let's circle that left arm back and down. Land it towards the right foot. Bring the right hand outside the right leg and then step the left foot in a little bit closer. From here, take an inhale as you send the hips back and take a forward fold in your pyramid exhale. Keep the left hand low. The right arm's going to go high twisted pyramid. So again, here you can use your blocks. You can bring the left hand outside the right foot if that feels good. But as though someone is there pulling both hips away from you, notice how that changes sensation. So it's quite natural for those hips to want to sway out towards the right. But can you think about opening the chest towards the sky? Breathing here, inhale. Exhale. Can you hold with steadiness for 1? And exhale. Beautiful, everyone. Let's rise back up to our warrior 2. Take an inhale, windmill the arms open. As you exhale, you're going to drop right elbow towards the right thigh or drop right hand inside the right leg. Circle the arm forward and then start to rest left arm past the left ear for your extended side angle pose, dialing left pinky down towards the ground. Options here, if you like, you can start to take a bind underneath the right thigh. Maybe the fingers connect and you start to lift the heart away from the thigh. So rather than collapsing down on towards that leg. Take a full breath in, we inhale. And exhale, strong into the legs, light into the upper body for 1. And exhale, beautiful everyone. Okay, if you have that bind, keep the bind. Otherwise it doesn't matter. We're just going to turn the right foot in the same direction as the left. Taking a twisted prasarita, we inhale. As you exhale, can you start to lean the weight over towards the right leg? And then find a nice side stretch here, releasing the back of the neck. You might just nod, shake the head left to right, side to side. Take a full breath in, inhale. Exhale, let's pause for a little longer. Another option is if you want to take right hand towards left ankle and then take your twist from here. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Exhale. Come through center, take an inhale. As you exhale, take a fold in your prasarita. From here, bend into the left knee, send the sit bones down towards the left heel. Find your skandasana. Right arm goes high, we inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to drop onto the right sit bone. Let's take it into a side stretch from here. So adjust that left foot if you need. You're going to cross right hand towards left ankle and then start to send the left foot towards the left hand towards the right foot. So you're reaching towards the top of your mat. And then I want you to think about lifting the left knee towards the sky as you roll the weight back. So don't worry if you can't find the binds of the feet. Just reach and energize in that same direction, or use one of your props. You can use a strap to connect hand to foot here, or a piece of clothing, anything to just extend the arms. Let's go for 1 more breath. We inhale and we exhale. Let's rise on our next breath in, come back to your skandasana, lifting the sit bones away from the ground, and then travel towards the top of your mat. Drop the left knee down towards the ground, find your Anjali low lunge again, arms go high and wide, we inhale. Exhale, hands to prayer at heart center, rotating the heart towards the right this time. Twisted lunge. So maybe you catch a bind elbow to knee here, maybe you keep the arms long and wide. You can stay on the left knee, or you can start to pick the knee away from the ground and take it to your twisted high lunge. Keeping connection between both palms as you think to connect both thighs towards one another. So again, notice if the knee is wanting to drop through center, can you use that resistance outside the left elbow and outside the right knee to really use that momentum to open into your twist from the navel here. Let's hold for 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Drop down towards the left knee, release left hand towards the floor, and the right hand is going to take the right knee. Open the left foot behind you. We're going to travel with that leg and start to pick the right knee up. Take a big breath in to inhale here, and exhale. Maybe from here the right hand starts to reach inside the right foot, or maybe taking peace fingers to toes, and you can start to lengthen that right leg up. So for me, I quite like to have a block here. The floor feels really far away. So lengthening here. Nice, everyone, lift your drishti towards your toe, breathing in. And breathing out, exhale. The right foot is going to come back towards the top of our mat. Turn the left toes back towards the back of the mat. Take your block away. Send the left foot toes tucked under, and the right leg is going to go towards the sky for 3-leg dog. As you exhale, you're going to drop towards your forearms. Hands to earth, and maybe you pause here in your dolphin. Otherwise, it's going to be a few hops up, and maybe you take it into a Pincha Mayurasana. If you like, this can be child's pose, it can be puppy pose, Anahatasana. Breathing 3. Making sure the breath is the first point of contact in every posture, no matter how challenging. Holding 1. And exhale. Slowly with control, start to release, knees to earth. Sit back towards the heels, lift the heart, hands to thighs. And just close the eyes down as you exhale. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Travel forward, find your high plank, we inhale. Vinyasa Chaturanga, exhale to lower. Tuck toes, up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog takes us back as you exhale. Right, left leg to the sky, 3-leg dog. Exhale, knee to nose, land it in between the hands. We rise together for our high lunge, and we find Kali Mudra with first finger pointing as you inhale. As you exhale, really dropping into the hips, strong into the feet, strong into the legs. Breathing to hold. For 1. Exhale, release hands, open up, warrior 2, take an inhale. As you exhale, we flip the palms up, separate all 10 fingers, and think about squeezing gently shoulder blades together. Soften shoulders away from ears, inhale. For 1. Nice, everyone, exhale. Simply lengthen the left leg, breathe in and reach forward. As you exhale, maybe peace fingers found the left big toes. Maybe the arm reached up and over that ear. Maybe you used your shin as a little prop, or you can bring that left hand inside the feet and then start to pause in your Trikonasana from here. Let's hold here for 2 counts. Noticing where breath is traveling freely or where it maybe needs a little bit more attention. For your last inhale and exhale. Nice, everyone. Okay, from here, start to travel back up to your warrior 2. Inhale. Left arm meets left thigh as you exhale, extended side angle. So your options are always there. You can drop left hand to ground. Maybe this became a moment to bind. So if that feels a little tricky, again, use your clothing to hold or use a strap to hold just to connect the 2 hands. And then think to lift the left ribs away from the left thigh. Notice how that naturally opens through the front body. Connecting to breath as you land. Notice how that changes the different experiences of the posture just by connecting to breath. Bringing a sense of calmness, steadiness into each shape, no matter how challenging. 1 to hold, inhale. And exhale. Okay, you're lengthening that left leg. Keep the bind if you have it and turn the left toes the same direction as the right. So you can breathe here, lengthen the spine and just lean towards that left leg. You can hold here to prepare for a breath. Otherwise, if you like, the left hand is going to reach for that right ankle. Take it into a Prasarita twist. This is one of my favorite postures ever. It will always feature in my yoga classes. As though someone is pulling that left hip back to square it out. We breathe in. And we exhale to breathe out. Take a deep rotation as you inhale through center, lift and lengthen. As you exhale, you're bending into the right knee. Find a Skandasana towards the back of your mat. Lower towards your sit bones as you exhale. This time it's left hand crossing to right ankle. Right arm reaches up and over. Maybe finds a bind. And once you find your way there, you're going to open the right knee to sky, lean the weight back. Take a breath in, anchoring down through both heels, and exhale. Where can you relax into the posture? Where can you soften into the breath? One more to hold, inhale. And exhale. Start to travel up, find your Skandasana again, lift sit bones away from the ground, inhale. Travel to the top of your mat, land the right knee towards earth, exhale. Let's bring the hands up, drop hands to prayer at heart center and rotate chest towards the left. So taking your low lunge twisted, or maybe you tuck toes and lift the knee away from earth. Take a big breath in, inhale, and start to gently twist as you exhale. So we twist from the mid-spine, from the navel. Think about connecting the navel towards that left thigh. The weight is in the front foot. We're light into the back toes. Exhale, lovely everyone. Drop onto the right knee. The right hand comes inside the left foot. Left hand to left knee. Open the right. And start to travel with that leg high and wide. We inhale. I'm going to fetch my block again for my hand. And then maybe you turn this into a bind with the leg and lengthen through the knee. Two to hold. And one to hold. Exhale, nice. Drop the left foot towards the top of the mat. Come back to where you started, pop the block back, tuck right toes. Left leg to the sky, 3-leg dog. We're dropping straight to our forearms as we exhale. Maybe from here you simply travel forward with the weight, like a little pendulum, and then find your way to your pincher, to your puppy pose, or anything else that you would like to explore. Are you breathing, most importantly? Let's hold for one breath. And exhale. Separate the legs. Travel down lightly with control. Sit back towards your heels. We rise. Just take a moment, hand to heart, hand to belly. Take a full breath in. And sigh it out the mouth. Travel forward, hands to earth. Take an inhale, high plank, and vinyasa, exhale to lower. Ardha Mukha. Downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. We exhale to reset. Okay. From here, you're going to walk the hands a little closer to the feet and a little wider, so almost to the edges of your mat. Now you can have blocks underneath the hands here. We're going to play with a little jump through. So bring the feet to touch. As you inhale, you're going to lift the heels, gaze forward. As you exhale, bend the knees, gaze even further forward towards the top of your mat, and then maybe a few steps through the arms, or start to cross the ankles, bring the sit bones through, and gently land with your next breath out. Play with that as many times as you need, it's fine. As you inhale here, start to lift and lengthen through the arms. And as you exhale, reach the hands forward, Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Take a full breath in, lengthen through the heart, the back body. Fold heart to shins as you exhale. We're long into the back of the neck. Try not to round too much here through the spine. Holding one. And exhale. So to rise on your next inhale. Bring the fingertips behind you facing forward. Now you can bend the knees here, land the soles of the feet, lift the hips towards the sky as you inhale. Taking your reverse bridge or your Purvottanasana where you lengthen the legs and keep the thighs connected. Wherever you want to be, breathe 2. Breathe 1. And exhale, bring the soles of the feet to land towards the ground again. As you inhale, you're lifting the right leg towards the sky. And as you exhale, figure 4 the right ankle over the left thigh, open the knee. Lift the hips as you inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to swing your bottom through your hands, hover the hips, exhale. We're going again, swing it forward, take an inhale, lift the hips. As you exhale, we're taking it back, hover the bottom, press into the hands around the spine. One more, we inhale, you got this. And we exhale, take it back, pause, and release towards the ground. Nice, everyone. Bring that right foot inside the left thigh for your Janu Shasana. Take an inhale, lift and lengthen. As you exhale, folding towards left foot. Breathe the heart forward, we inhale. And we fold to exhale. Deepening the breath for 1. And exhale fully. Start to rise on your next inhale. And you're going to simply step the right foot over the left thigh. Taking your Markos-Thresher, we inhale, left arm goes high. And take a rotation towards the right to exhale. So you can either pause here, this is a lovely place to be, or maybe you take it to Twisted Crown Chasana, the left hand finds the right foot, and you start to pick the foot away from the ground. You can always float the right arm beyond the space as well, breathing 2. Opening through front body for 1, and exhale. Okay, we're going to land the right sole of the foot down towards the ground, and you're going to travel forward. So from here, land the hands down towards the ground, press into the hands, and squeeze the left knee towards the left tricep. You can pause here for a moment. Otherwise, bend the elbows back. Maybe you start to drag that right leg to connect with the left, and take it to your Ekapada Bakasana. Pausing 2 of you there, you've got this. For 1. Take it back, Vinyasa, exhale. Well done, up dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Okay, let's walk the hands back a little closer and a little wider again. Let's try another jump through. Bring the feet to connect. Gaze forward to thumbs. Lift the heels, inhale. Bend the knees to exhale, gaze even further forward. Press into the hands, jump across the ankles and lower to sit bones. Nice. Land the soles of the feet. Bring the fingertips to land behind you. Start to inhale, lift the hips towards the sky. And exhale to pause. Let's take it straight to the left leg. The left leg lengthens. Cross ankle over right thigh. Lift into the hips, full breath in. Take it back as you hover the sit bones through the hands, exhale. We're going for 2, we inhale like a little pendulum. We exhale to take it back. You can always have hands to blocks here as well for an extra bit of space to work with. Inhale, lift. And exhale to float through. Pause 1. And drop to sit bones, exhale, well done. Bring that left foot inside the right thigh, open the left knee. Take an inhale, rise. Exhale to fold forward, Janu Shasana. Making the most of this juicy forward fold for 2. And 1. Exhale. Start to rise on your next inhale. We're stepping the left foot over the right leg. Twist to your left and take a moment in Markos-Thresher. Breathing to pause, inhale. Maybe with your exhale you choose to pick up the front foot. Right hand to left foot this time and lengthen through the knee. You can keep the hand grounded or start to release it back, energize through those back fingers. Keep anchoring down through the right leg here. So press down through thigh, press down through calf, press down through your heel, and that should help. Let's take a full breath and exhale, wonderful. Let's rebend the left knee, land the left sole of the foot. Travel towards the top of your mat. Press the hands in towards the earth and then draw right knee towards right tricep. You can pause. Otherwise, elbows move back. Make a little ledge for the knee to balance as you start to drag the thighs to connect. 2. And 1. Take it back. Up dog. And downward facing dog. We exhale. Well done, everyone. Making your way to your sit bones however you like. You can take a little jump through, or you can simply spin round and land to your bottoms. Release soles of the feet towards the floor, arms go out ahead. Bring your block with you, or a cushion if you have one. That would be a nice little accompaniment for this one, but there's no pressure either way. You can do it without. And bring the heels a little closer towards the glutes as you float the hips high. Let's slide that block underneath the sit bones, underneath the sacrum to restorative bridge. So I quite like reaching for my heels here. Otherwise, you can always bind the elbows up and over the ears. Just allowing this posture to bring you back to a sense of calm, a sense of regulation. Rocket's always quite high energy. It's known for its strength and its playfulness and its exploration. But most importantly, we take all these moments at the end to dial it all back down to baseline. So soften the lower back, soften the back of the neck, release the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Let go of the practice as it was and try not to anticipate what is to come. Let it all be just as it is. Without getting too hung up on any postures or what they look like. Maybe just taking a mental moment to honor the playfulness and just sense of adventure that comes with Rocket. Let's take a big breath in here. And sigh it out the mouth. Exhale. Press into the heels, release the arms towards your brick, and just pop your brick over towards one side. Slowly unravel down the spine. Vertebra by vertebra, take it as slow as you can. And then just drop the knees from left to right. Windmill the legs. Take a moment to ease away from the lower back and the hips. When you're ready, draw the knees towards the forehead. Give yourself a big, big squeeze round through the spine. And exhale, release to your Shavasana, however that looks today. The hands can land either side of the mat, take up space. And I'm just going to leave you in a few moments of silence here. I often think silence speaks the loudest in our practices, so I will let you know when it's time to come out. And without hurry, the breath can start to return and deepen. Maybe moving sensation or energy throughout the rest of the body. I often find there's a center of the body that we hold most of our breath in, most of our inner fire, most of our energy, but can you start to distribute it to spaces beyond, into the legs, the feet, the arms, the hands, top of the back, lower back, finding new spaces for it to travel to. And with that, we flood the body with a big breath in and a sigh out the mouth. Let's take a full body stretch together, elongating arms overhead so you can connect the feet. And once again, drawing knees in towards your belly, big squeeze. Rolling up through the spine and making your way back to your comfortable seat. Sukhasana is where we close. Let's bring the hands to prayer at heart center, honoring your practice, honoring this space you've created for yourself today, and your commitment to this little January challenge, those moments, that time that we carve out for ourselves during our week. Thank you for practicing with me at home, Jai. It was a pleasure.